Hello everyone and welcome to the third episode of Septembrush. Today's topic is going to be a beginner brush set. I do have 5 brushes in here and I think that 3 of them are definitely must-haves and 2 of them are essential but not absolutely must-haves. So let's get started and discuss which brushes I picked and for what reasons I picked them or what usages. The first one is this one from Dior, and this is the Dior Full Coverage Foundation Brush, which I absolutely love. I use this brush both for foundation as well as concealer, and it does an impeccable job at both things. It blends like a dream, it's very easy to use, it cleans pretty easily, and I absolutely think that it's wonderful. This brush is pretty expensive, I know, because it's Dior, but I think that investing in a really good brush will last you a long time, and it will be definitely a worthy or a worthwhile investment. This brush is amazing, and I use it practically every single day. The second brush I want to talk about is the brush that I think is definitely multitasking, and this is the MAC 116 brush. This brush I use for every kind of powder product that I might want to use. So I use it both for powder all over my face, I use it to bronze up my complexion or contour if I want to do that, which I usually don't. And I also use it for blush. You can also use it for highlighter, but I think that if you want to invest in a highlighter brush, then you definitely are more than welcome to. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm mentioning a highlighter brush, which is this brush from Smashbox. And this is the Smashbox highlighter brush, which is a fan brush. It looks like that. It's very thin and very flexible. I think that it just applies highlighter very lightly and very sheerly, which is exactly what I think is most flattering on my face, at least. I don't want my face to look glittery per se, but I do want it to look highlighted, which is exactly what this brush does. I think that this brush is amazing. It's very easy to clean, and it's very easy to maintain, and I just love it. Next we have the eye brushes. And I do have 2 eye brushes that I absolutely love. The first one is one that you have heard people talk about multiple times, and this is the MAC 217 brush, which is a very famous multitasker. This brush is amazing to use as just a quick wash of color all over the lid. It's pretty amazing to use as a contour brush or like a crease brush. It's easy to use as a outer V brush. It's easy to use as a blending brush, an underbrow kind of highlight brush, as well as a contour brush or a concealer brush, or you can contour your nose with it. It's pretty much a wonderful multitasker, and I think that this is an essential in my opinion. It's very good. It's a wonderful brush indeed. The second brush I want to talk about is this one from Bobbi Brown, and this is the Bobbi Brown Eye Smudge brush. This brush is actually wonderful. I think that it's just as good of a multitasker as the 217 by MAC. This brush is amazing. I can use it for applying a quick wash of color all over my lid. I can use it for a precise contour or crease job, if that makes any sense. I can also use it for my outer V. I can smudge out liner using it. I can apply liner or like I can apply eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I can highlight my inner corner with it. I can highlight my brow bone with it, and it's just amazing. I think that this is an absolute must. And now that you've heard me talk about these 5 brushes that I think are absolutely amazing, I'm going to insert a clip of me using each one of these brushes to create the look that you're seeing on my face today. And yeah, without any further ado, let's do it. And by the way, after the clip I will come back and tell you exactly which brushes I think are musts. will be 3 brushes that I think are absolutely essential, and these are those 3 brushes. I don't think that you need a foundation or a concealer brush. You can definitely apply those with your own hands, unless you're using a mineral or a powder foundation, so you will need another brush altogether. So the brushes that I think are absolutely musts for me and for my own personal preferences is the MAC 116, which, as I mentioned, is a powder brush, a blush brush, a bronzer brush, and can actually be used for your highlights, so it's absolutely amazing. The second brush is going to be the MAC 217, and as I mentioned, it's a very wonderful multitasker, and it's actually pretty good. And then the last one is this Bobbi Brown smudge brush, or eye smudge brush, which is wonderful. I absolutely love this brush, and I think it's a wonderful must-have. So this concludes this episode. I really hope that you enjoyed this video so far, and that you enjoyed the series so far. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to watch the rest of my videos, as well as the last episode of Septembrush, which will be my favorite brushes in general, which will obviously include those 5 brushes and a lot more. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.